Yeah, it's 6:50.
Over in my.
Okay, we're recording.
Oh, they put us on the screen. Okay. Sometimes, there we go. All right. All right, it is 7 o'clock. It is September the 26th, 2023. I'll call to order the Keystone Heights Airport Authority special call meeting. And our start time is 7 p.m. And we'll let our record show that all of our board members are here with the exception of Mr. Van Zandt. We have a quorum. So our only item of business, we have no public comments. Our second item of business is our selection committee. We're going to review the interviews that we had taken earlier today, and from that come up with a recommendation for airport manager that we will address in our meeting, our regular monthly meeting next Tuesday. So with that, we had Ms. Rotowski pull together the numbers, and so what's the discussion, or
I can review the tallies.
how about review the tallies?
Yes. So
Let's do that.
Review the tallies, and I placed them with Mr. Fryer's assistance because he's tall, up on the board. We took the top 3 candidates from each individual member, Mr. Cornelius, and then totaled them up. So Mr. Cornelius received 5 votes total within those top 3. Mr. Christmas received 5 votes total within the top 3 slots. Mr. Kuhn received 6 votes total within the top 3 slots. And then Mr. Arnaz received 2 votes total in the top 3 spots. And then those are broken out accordingly, with Mr. Cornelius receiving the most number 1 choices of 3 votes, and Mr. Kuhn has received the most overall choices at 6 votes each. But I can go into depth, but it's 3, 2, 1.
All right, so given the way our scoring matrix worked out, are there any comments that any of the board or the mayor or Ms. Lynn would like to make with respect to any specific candidate? Any comments?
I would say, judging by Mr. Christmas's statements during the interview, that it doesn't seem like he's going to be available until the end of December, so I think we put him aside. I don't know what the consensus is here, but
I thought he seemed pretty committed to this last semester.
Yeah.
Was that y'all's perception as well?
Yes.
And I think he said it was going to be like December the 15th or through. They're in the middle of the fall term, which goes through December.
Yeah, he said finishes early December.
Mm-hmm.
and
It seemed like he felt pretty obligated to finish out the semester at the school.
Right.
They didn't want to leave him hanging.
as well
He
as
didn't want to leave him hanging, and that's admirable.
We respect that.
That's admirable.
yeah, city council and airport authority up there, so he had a pretty full plate. And I don't think we have the luxury to wait. I think we need to move on this, so.
I think all 3 candidates that were just mentioned, Mr. Cornelius, Mr. Christmas, Mr. Kuhn, are all very capable. They all presented themselves very well. Overall, I think Mr. Kuhn has the most direct experience in this type of position. and I don't think he would have any problem fitting in. I think Mr. Cornelius, also with his vast background with the Army and the types of assignments he has had, would be very capable as well.
And Mr. Kuhn was an airport manager at not only one airport, but two, did he say?
I think he's
Understand that
airport manager at one and then an FBO manager at another.
Okay.
That's correct, right? Yeah.
And he did have general aviation experience as a corporate pilot. And I agree with you. I think Mr. Cornelius did an excellent job. I think they all did a really good job, but I think Mr. Cornelius and Mr. Kuhn both stood out. And I think either one of those would be a good choice. And I would vote for either one of those two. However, the board's, the pleasure of the board, so.
So with the board's ranking, Mr. Cornelius did receive the top number of first choice candidates, with Mr. Kuhn receiving the top number of third choice candidates. However, Mr. Kuhn did receive the overall choice, or a majority of the overall choice. So
I would be fine with Mr. Kuhn.
Me too.
Okay.
I thought he had the most aviation management experience that could be available in a timely manner to become our airport manager. I think Mr. Christmas has a lot of experience in a whole realm of aviation, both back with the city and where he's serving now with a school. But his time constraint, I think, I agree.
Would be a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think with Mr. Kuhn also, just his previous experience like that, he would probably be able to get up to speed quicker because he's familiar with the different things that are involved, the logistics and everything involved, just a different culture of an airfield, but would still have a general idea of kind of what's going on, and it would be maybe a quicker transition process, which for somebody like Mike, Mr. Sherbach there, you know, trying to help out and do what he's doing, it would help alleviate a lot of stress off of him, more than likely, other than just getting familiar with how things are set up here. It wouldn't be foreign.
And I think he did mention that, a term we use in, you know, as pilots. He said, you know, would there be any right seat time, meaning that would Mike be able to lead him through this transition? So he's already engaged and prepared for training, you know, as soon as possible, so. Do we need a motion, or is there any more discussion?
No, this is a workshop, so we don't take action. That's why we have to do this on our Tuesday.
Okay, that's right.
this is a
I'm sorry, this is our special call meeting.
So that you
Long
could
day.
enter into contract
Yes.
negotiations this week.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Thank you.
Well, I would like to make a motion that we offer Mr. Craig Kuhn the opportunity to either accept or refuse the position of airport manager for the Keystone Heights Airport.
I'll second that.
All right. Any other discussion? All right, hearing none. All in favor of the motion by Mr. Fryer just made to extend an invitation to Mr. Kuhn for the airport manager position, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign? All right. I will contact Mr. Kuhn and see when he and I can get together with Mr. Jim Taylor to go over the contract. All right. One of the other things also was we had established within our budget a max amount. We had actually posted on the job description a range of 45 to 55 as far as salary. Are everybody still good with that number? Okay. I'll share that with Mr. Taylor, and we'll have that in the discussion as well. Anything else? Start date.
I was going to ask, should we, just in case, because we're negotiating on a salary now, he may go, oh, well, I can't do that. You know, should we have a second backup person just in case negotiations fail?
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Then I'll make the motion that Mr. Cornelius be our second.
I'll second that. That's a good idea because it'll move the process along. We don't have to come back for another.
Right.
All right, so we have a motion, second. Any questions or discussion? As Mr. Cornelius being alternate. All right, all in favor of that motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Carried. All right. That is the last item of business on our agenda. We'll consider ourselves adjourned. 7:10.
Hot diggity.
Lynn,
Hey, on this, thank you all. I just want to say personally, thank all of you for being here. Been a long